Jake Gyllenhaal reflects on Heath Ledger's impassioned defense of Brokeback Mountain. In 2005, the world was considerably less ready than it is today to embrace a love story about two men. That didn't stop. What's stuck with Jake all these years later is how his late co-star handled them. Someone. Heath died just 3 years after the release of the Oscar-winning Ang Lee film, having overdosed on prescription medication at age 28. Looking back today, when Jake, who Sunday, like her brother, Maggie found working with Heath to be somewhat of a mind-blowing experience. Speaking to Andy, too. Jake still maintains a connection to Heath more than a decade after the actor's death as the godfather of Heath and Michelle Williams' 13-year-old daughter, Matilda. He also thinks of most iconic movie couples.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.